Okay. Number 8, keep moving on. Paying back loans to family members before you file bankruptcy. Big, big, big mistake. There's what's called a preferential transfer under the bankruptcy code. When they put together the bankruptcy code, there's actually a lot of thought went into it. And they said, we want to protect people who file, but we also want to protect creditors. Well, maybe before they file bankruptcy, people do stuff that there's, it's probably a little shady. So we're going to give the bankruptcy trustee the idea to go out and pull stuff back in. So let's say, for example, you paid your brother-in-law $5,000 out of your tax refund before you file bankruptcy. Well, the bankruptcy trustee is pretty savvy. They're going to look at your former tax returns. So they're going to say, hey, where'd this big chunk of change go? Well, I used it to pay my brother-in-law off. Okay. So they have a choice. They could either sue, the bankruptcy trustee could sue the brother-in-law to get that $5,000 back, or you, Mr. Debtor, is going to have to make up for that $5,000 by saying, hey, I'll pay it back give me some time to pay it back, but I don't want you to sue my brother-in-law for that money. But really, the purpose of the bankruptcy code is to make sure that the creditors don't get hosed by the debtor's pre-petition activities. So they give the trustee the opportunity to go back in the past and say, hey, I'm going to bring this back into the estate so that we can make sure everything's fair and on the up and up. Believe it or not, there are some people out there who try to get away with stuff before filing bankruptcy, and it's a huge mistake, because it's easy to figure out. And, we try to prevent it if at all possible. So even if somebody does it in cash, you still got to tell them they need to disclose it, and either they can wait to file bankruptcy beyond the statutory period, or they just suck it up and deal with it, depending on what's going on in their life. I mean, if you don't want to pay back $600 to the bankruptcy trustee, I can understand that. But if you've got a $75,000 debt who's about to get a judgment against you, come on, guys, pay the $600. I mean, let's talk apples and oranges here. So what we're really looking at is protecting yourself going forward.